Prayer in the field of silence, when the heart remembers it is the Creator. In the vast stillness where thought dissolves into presence, there is a soft knowing that emerges, an ancient memory not carried by the mind but by the heart itself. It is the remembrance of what has always been true, yet often forgotten beneath the weight of circumstances, that the world within shapes the world without, that consciousness is the first creation, and that each life is not a fixed story but an unfolding masterpiece. Beneath the illusion of separation, beyond the veil of material appearances, there is only energy in motion, waves of potential, fields of infinite possibility. The senses may speak of form and limit, of walls and bodies and clocks that tick in measured time, but in the deeper field, everything is woven from the same light, the same breath. The atom itself reveals this truth: more space than substance, more energy than form, more nothing than something. And so the heart whispers, you are not the victim of what seems unchangeable. You are not the prisoner of your past. You are not the echo of old emotions that have written themselves into your biology. You are the Creator always. You are the living bridge between thought and manifestation, between the seen and the unseen, between the temporal and the timeless. In this stillness, the invitation arises, to remember that reality does not happen to you, it happens through you. It bends to the coherence of your mind and heart, to the signals you send into the quantum field, to the frequency of your most practiced emotions. What you feel, you create. What you believe, you become. And what you consistently choose is written into the fabric of your biology, your story, your unfolding life. When stress claims the body, when fear tightens the breath, when resentment and guilt paint the inner sky with clouds of heaviness, the body forgets its natural harmony. It turns its gaze outward, searching for safety where none can be truly found, burning its precious energy in the fires of survival. This is the way of forgetting the peace that lives within, forgetting the power of presence, forgetting that the inner world is the true seat of change. But when the breath softens and the heart opens, when thoughts are no longer prisoners of the past, something ancient stirs. The body remembers how to heal. The cells awaken to new information. The brain shifts from chaos to coherence, from survival to creation. The heart, as the sacred drum, begins to beat in rhythm with the larger field of intelligence that animates all life. In this field, time itself bends. The distance between thought and experience collapses. No longer must change come through force or struggle, through the slow grind of cause and effect in the material world. Instead, in the stillness, the electromagnetic signature of thought and elevated emotion reaches into the quantum, calling forth new realities like a song calls the wind. The heart, when coherent, becomes the magnet of miracles. The brain, when coherent, becomes the transmitter of new potentials. Together, they generate an alchemy that no circumstance can resist. This is the true power of conscious intention, the ability to feel the future before it has arrived, to embody the new before the old has fully fallen away, to live as though the highest possibility has already taken root in the soil of now. In the silence, one remembers, transformation is not a single event. It is the practice of awareness. It is the daily choice to rise above the familiar emotions of lack, of anger, of fear, of grief. It is the willingness to let go of the chemical addiction to the old self, the one who has been wronged, the one who has suffered, the one who has known only the boundaries of limitation. It is the courage to forgive, not because the past deserves it, but because the body deserves freedom. Because the heart was made to fly. The journey is not without discomfort. There are moments when the old self clings like a shadow, when the body resists the unfamiliar lightness of a new identity. This is the sacred threshold, the crossing of the river of change. The mind may doubt. The heart may hesitate. The cells themselves may cry out for the chemical comfort of old emotions. But the call to rise remains, soft yet insistent. In this holy field, patience is the compass. Persistence is the key. To sit in the stillness each day, to meet the discomfort without retreat, to gently but firmly choose the elevated over the familiar, this is the way of transformation. It is not the force of will alone but the quiet consistency of love that changes everything. The love of what is possible. The love of the life that longs to be born through you. In this space, the body heals. The immune system flourishes. The genes awaken to higher expression. The heart generates coherence that ripples beyond the skin, into the invisible realms where reality takes shape. The breath becomes prayer. The thought becomes invitation. The emotion becomes the magnet of all that is desired. The past no longer holds dominion, for the emotional charge has dissolved into wisdom. The memories remain, but they no longer trigger the old cascade of suffering. They have been alchemized, transmuted, transformed into the fertile soil from which a new life can grow. In the presence of coherence, the future is not something to chase but something to receive. By remembering the feeling of the desired future as though it is already here, the body aligns with that reality. The gap of time narrows. The field responds. Synchronicities bloom like wildflowers along the path. Doors open. Signs appear. The mind, trained by the heart's wisdom, recognizes the feedback with gratitude rather than surprise. This is the dance of creation in motion. And when the heart remains open, not just when it is easy but especially when it is hard, the field reflects that constancy. Healing becomes not just possible but inevitable. Biology upgrades. The very fabric of the self evolves. And the outer world rearranges itself to mirror the inner change. This is the sacred remembrance, that you are not a passive observer of reality. You are the artist, the alchemist, the dreamer who dreams awake. The field awaits your signal. The body awaits your coherence. The future awaits your permission. And so the prayer rises, not as a plea but as a declaration. May the mind grow quiet and the heart grow bold. May the breath return to rhythm and the body to balance. May the thoughts rise from wisdom and the emotions from love. May the past fall away like old skin, and the new arise with gentle power. And may this remembrance shape a world of beauty, of healing, of wholeness. One breath, one thought, one heart at a time.